Hey everyone! Today I'm sharing a spread in my Life Crafted album that looks a bit complicated, and it's actually super easy to put together thanks to this digital cut file from Citrus Twist Kits. So this cut file is from the Simple Screens set from March 2022, and it's designed to be punched along the left side to be put in a Life Crafted album as a right-sided page. But I really wanted this to be put in my album in the left side of my spread. So I'm going to cut off about half an inch off the left side of this cut file, and I'm going to adhere the cut file onto this neutral pattern paper once I'm done putting my photos in. And this gray pattern paper is from the new Back to Basics digital traveler's notebook papers from Citrus Twist Kits. And before I started this video, I had measured the dimensions of all these rectangles in the cut file and printed out some photos that would fit into those rectangles, leaving about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around each photo so that I have some blank space that I can use to adhere the cut file onto the photos. Now, you'll notice that in this cut file, the rectangles are overlapping one another. So if I just back the cut file as is with my photos, then there will be like some extra lines from the cut file on top of each of those photos where each of those rectangles overlap one another. So to remedy that, I'm going to use these small scissors from Tim Holtz to carefully trim off the areas of the rectangles that I don't need. And you do have to make sure that the blade of the scissors are small enough to fit inside each of those small rectangles to be able to trim those sections off. In some cases where I have two overlapping rectangles where I want to put photos in both of them, I have to decide which photo will appear in front and which photo will appear like it's going in the back, and then cut off the extra lines of the rectangle that I want to be in the front. So you'll notice in some of these cases that I'm just playing around with the positioning of the photos and seeing which ones have more blank spaces in them in the photos that can be covered up, and which ones I want to show off the whole photo. To adhere each photo, I'm adding some adhesive to the back of the cut file with my Zig two-way glue pen. And if you are using this glue, you want to make sure none of it seeps out along the edges because it does dry kind of tacky, and I don't want to get any of that tackiness onto the surface of my photos. Once I have all of my photos adhered into place, that's pretty much the hardest part of this layout, and that only took me about 10 minutes from after I've printed out and cut out all of my photos. So I'm going to start filling in some of those empty spots in the cut file with some ephemera pieces from the Journeys collection. This is one of the older collections from Citrus Twist Kits, and unfortunately this exact ephemera pack is sold out, but there are some things that are on sale on the website from that same Journeys collection, so make sure you go check that out to see if there's anything you might be interested in if you like the general vibe and color scheme of these embellishments. Moving on to the right side of this layout, I have two journaling cards from the Everyday Life journaling card set. These are coming to the Citrus Twist Kits shop towards the middle of the month, so keep an eye out for those. And I really like them because they are 3x4 cards that are a landscape version on one side and a portrait version on the other side. And I just like the 3x4 landscape journaling cards. I don't think I've ever seen them in any other shops before. And I think having some journaling cards in a landscape format in a 3x4 size offers up more possibilities when it comes to layering up your elements on a Life Crafted album page. I also have some journaling that I've printed out on some clear sticker paper, and I made sure to make my text small enough that it would fit inside the journaling spot on that field notes card. I like that this coral colored journaling card brings in the oranges in the flower on the left side of the layout and the sunset just above that card. And you'll see that I'm just switching out some pattern papers here. These all came in the Everyday Basics collection, just to see which ones look nicest with the journaling cards on top. And I ultimately decided on this triangle pattern one. The triangles are actually in a dotted pattern, and the print is like a light blue, which I thought went really well with the blue journaling card that I have, as well as the blues in my photos, of course. Just stamping out my date with my favorite Heidi Swap roller date stamp. And after that, I'm going to go through the ephemera pieces and chipboard stickers from the Journeys collection as well, to add a bit more color to this page. And I ultimately decided on some coral colored florals to pull in more of that orange color into my spread. I did also add an orange geotag from the Back to Basics chipboard sticker set, and that finishes up my page. I love how all of these colors go together, even though I was using two different collections for this one layout. It just helps to bring together this spread really nicely. If you have any questions about my layout, just leave them in the comments down below. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more process videos. Thanks so much for watching!